This is how to make blueberry crumble and strawberry buttermilk sherbet. The brown sugar crumble dough caramelizes nicely to add a little crunch as it soaks up the warm blueberry juice, and the wild strawberry buttermilk sherbet melts into the pudding to create vibrant complementary fruit flavors. Wild strawberries picked field ripened are at their most flavorful. Clean and slice 225 grams of strawberries and add them to 250 milliliters of water in a saucepan. Heat to a boil and simmer for 3 minutes. Scale 50 grams of buttermilk and 50 grams of honey into a small mixing bowl and place the bowl on a folded towel. Pour the berry mixture into the buttermilk and honey and add the mixture to a blender tub. When I blend hot liquids, I like to place a towel over top of the lid just in case steam builds up and pops the lid. It's to help avoid an accident. Blend until smooth and filter through a fine mesh sieve into a mason jar. Taste to make sure the sweetness level is right and chill to refrigerator temperature. Chill down the bowl of an ice cream maker. When the bowl looks frosty, turn on the paddles and add the blended strawberries. The sherbet is ready when it is thickened, coming away from the bowl, and is collecting around the paddles. Sherbet has a soft melting ice texture similar to a sorbet, but sherbet is better with less sugar, so the flavor of the wild strawberries and buttermilk creates a refreshing tang instead of a bland sugar solution. Pack the strawberry buttermilk sherbet into a 500 milliliter mason jar, add a lid, and place the jar in the freezer to harden. A fruit crumble is a very fast and simple dessert, with the fruit being baked between a dough of butter, flour, and sugar. To make a blueberry crumble, scale 250 grams of blueberries into a mixing bowl and set the bowl aside. In another bowl, scale 50 grams of stone ground whole wheat einkorn flour or good quality all-purpose flour, 50 grams of brown sugar, a few grinds of Himalayan salt, and 40 grams of cold butter that has been cut into little pieces. Cut the flour and sugar into the butter by gently rubbing the mixture between your fingers for a few minutes. It helps to have all of the ingredients very cold and to work quickly before the butter melts. A fork or pastry cutter will work too, but I prefer to use my fingers. Place a little bit of the crumbled dough on the bottom of 3 125 milliliter mason jars. This will help absorb some of the extra juice from the blueberries and make the crumble easier to eat. Divide the blueberries equally between the 3 jars and press them down slightly to make room for the crumble topping. Divide the crumble topping between the 3 jars and place the jars in a high-sided frying pan. The frying pan makes it easier to transport the jars to and from the oven and will catch the berry juice as it bubbles up over the edge of the jar. Bake the blueberry crumbles in a 350 degree Fahrenheit oven or 177 degrees Celsius oven for 45 minutes. The crumbles are cooked when the juice bubbles up in the center of the crumble and the crumble dough is nicely browned. Transfer the boiling hot jars to a wire rack to cool. The crumbles taste best as they are cooling down or at room temperature, but will be good for a day or two stored with a lid.